Harry.
Welcome to the Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha. We are your hosts, Denise
and Rexy, and we are recording with special support from Council Member Mark Collier.
And we're broadcasting from our galaxy to yours.
May the force be with you.
Always. Can't help it.
Well, I am very entertained, so I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, you said men of a certain age. I'm like, but you are a lady of a not certain age, so.
What's up, her?
I heard.
We are coming at you post GalaxyCon. Only 3 days later, and still trying to
unzombify ourselves.
Gather energy.
Do you hear the way my voice sounds like right now?
I'm so tired. I would like to add that in the midst of all of this, I had to take my kid to the dentist to get braces, and that has
I keep forgetting.
Okay, that alone has also been draining because it was like, so I dropped them off at home, and then it was like every hour, like on the hour, Mom, I can't eat. Mom.
Oh, that poor kid.
I gotta work. I need to get some sleep. I'm tired from the con.
Yeah.
But the con was a lot of fun.
It was. It was a blast.
It was a lot of fun.
But it was very, very tiring.
Yes.
I am really, really excited about this convention, though. Like, the fact that they liked us so much, they gave us press passes when we were nowhere near their subscriber count. Just feels amazing for one.
It was really fun. Because this was really different for us. We've never really done just press or media. We've had tables. We've done panels. We've been there with costuming groups,
right?
Doing costuming stuff,
and we've covered the con for our episodes. Just asking our silly questions and stuff that we like to do. But we have never been press before. We've never been awarded press passes,
and so this was interesting. I didn't know what to expect or what to do. I was just because I also had it for my Star Wars stuff, and so I was I'm just gonna create. I forgot to create content all of Friday.
Listen, all of the content we were making will go on yours as well. I mean, it's the same stuff.
I totally forgot on Friday.
Friday was exhausting enough. And you were up there by yourself on Friday. So, you know what? It's fine. Use Saturdays and Sundays.
I ended up working the Star
Wars
booth, Friday night helping out with Blasted Trooper.
When I got up on Saturday, because we got there late Friday night. I show up on the con Saturday, Denise is still stuck behind the table, and I was like, I'm gonna have to take her. You guys are just gonna have to live without her.
I get caught up talking Mando stuff, and then I got pulled in to talk more Mando stuff on the panel.
But that was okay. It was totally fine. We even had 2 people there that weren't from the clubs.
I know.
And as is tradition.
Hello.
Eric fell asleep.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, that.
Oh, Nova wants to say hi.
Only twice the whole convention.
Nova would like to say hi, but I don't know how to get the camera down here to see her.
So it was only twice? That's impressive, Eric.
Yeah. Well,
he fell asleep once at the table and once in the panel.
Yes. Well, the panel was it was a nice chair. I was tired.
They were pretty comfy chairs.
Yeah. They were padded.
Jeremiah got a picture of him passed out at the table, which I will post up here. Thank you for that, Maya. That was perfect.
I don't say, and there was people behind Eric going.
Yep. Youngman and Glenn. Yep.
I mean, as it should be. There's an album. It's tradition now.
Yeah.
But basically, I don't get enough sleep the day before because con crunch and packing and then working and then driving.
Yeah.
So the day of con, I'm just kind of tired anyway. And I have this amazing skill where I can just kind of sleep anywhere anyway. So
it's a superpower.
Low-key jealous.
Yeah.
It just happens. It's okay. It's just for I don't know, 5 minutes.
It was fun though. Oh look, the sun is making us all Voldemort. We don't have noses.
Yeah, it's kind of a glare.
It's like
That's
glaring
okay.
out
That guy
from my
is
glasses.
almost tall enough to block the sun.
But yeah, no, it was really cool. We talked to a lot of like vendors
Mhm.
and made some new friends.
Yeah, we got to talk to a bunch of artists and authors, which was really fun.
The truck you'll see all of this from Twisters, the replica truck.
Yes.
That
my God.
was super cool.
It was so much fun, you guys.
And then us totally nerding out over the dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, dude. Like, okay, we are very lucky to get to interact with a lot of celebrities, a lot of famous people in the world of like Star Wars and science fiction. Like, we have been very lucky
Yes.
to get to do that. And I'm not at all saying that isn't cool or super rad, because it is. However, they're people to us, right? They're just people with cool jobs
yeah.
that we admire. However, when we met
I forget the guy's name.
Oh,
He had a dinosaur on his shoulder. This
Yes.
puppet dinosaur.
it was incredible.
With the Jeeps from the Jurassic Park.
Eric got to see it firsthand,
Like,
what it's like when we melt down.
So I was in charge of video and photos. I'm sorry in advance for the shaky video. I've learned we need a monopod or
A gimbal or- yeah.
something. Yeah. So
I want an Osmo, but we need more dollars. So that is my plug for joining our Patreon subscription. We really would like an Osmo. And we need more of you to subscribe to our channel for me to get the show an Osmo, please. Thank you.
Yeah. So in the meantime, the audio was good. The that remote microphone you guys had, those were great.
lifesaver.
Yeah, those
That
were nice.
was like, so yeah, we bought new microphones this time.
Yep.
And we both had one, and it was
They're so rad.
It was so cool because we didn't have to be super close, and we could be talking, and we could be filming what was around us.
It was so good.
So
like Eric could actually hold the camera
Yeah.
and stand back and record for us while we had the mics to interview people.
Yes.
So that worked out really well. And I got pictures of you doing interviews and videos of the dinosaur guy. I got lots of pictures of you guys like petting the dinosaur, ogling the dinosaur, giving like little
Kisses.
snuggles to the dinosaurs. So like he had this like puppet that like wrapped around his neck, and like one arm goes into
She
the
was
head, I think.
amazing.
It was
It looks
the
very
coolest
cute.
thing ever.
And then they
Yeah.
also had a statue. It was like I don't know if it was a velociraptor or what it was, but something kind of like.
Her name, she's
4
an
feet,
Allosaur.
5
Her name
feet?
was Allie. Allie the
Oh.
Allosaur.
Oh, okay. It was okay. So it was like 5 feet tall, I think, something like that. It was
Yeah,
a good
yeah,
size.
it
It
was
was
about 5
Taller
feet.
than me.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
say-
Well,
It wasn't taller
I'm at
than me.
least 5 feet tall, and it was taller than
I'd say it
me.
was about Rexy's height because it
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
taller than me.
so somewhere between 5 and 6 feet tall, which is big enough to.
I remember its teeth were about here on my face.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
So probably 5.5 feet, somewhere there. But it's big enough to be cool, but not so big they couldn't put in the back of one of their Jeeps.
Yeah. Which they also had two
They had
of the
two
Jurassic
Jeeps.
Park Jeeps.
But they also had. He said he had a pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Oh.
6 foot.
Like a
Well-
6-foot wingspan.
He said it was too big to transport, though. He
He's
didn't know
trying
how
to figure
move
out
it.
how to display it.
It-
Yeah.
I think it's down in Texas. He said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time with the dinosaur
Yes,
guy.
Yeah.
we did. We were so excited. You know what? We spent so much time with the dinosaur guy, we didn't actually make it over to any of the celebrities. We spent all our interview time with the artists, authors, and dinosaur guy.
I did make it over, and I did meet one celebrity on a Sunday morning.
Yes, you did.
I
Tell us
did.
about
I
it.
went and Friday and Saturday, I kept going over to try to see Mark Paul from Saved by the Bell, Zach Morris. I have never felt so old in my life, you
Oh.
guys. So, like, we've hit the middle-aged woman
Yeah.
like, point in our lives
Yep.
because it was all like. So I kept walking over there trying to like meet him because I wanted to get a selfie with him at the booth, and every time I walked by, he wasn't there. Mario Lopez was always there. I
Dude.
didn't care about him. I wanted to meet
You want Zach
Zach.
Morris? Yeah.
But like every time, and I was hanging out with Aaron, Love you, Erin. And she's like, what show is that? And then at one point I was talking to Newbie about it. Love you, Newbie. And he's like, what show is that?
Newbie.
And
you too.
Lacey, you disappointed me. She's like, I never really watched it. I was like, what?
But you at least know what it is,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
because she's the same age as us.
oy.
But like we're talking about it, and I was like, I can't believe you guys don't know about this. And this like lady walked by, and she's like, how can people not know about Saved by the Bell? And I was like, you guys, is that me? Like, is that me
I guess
right
so.
now? And Newbie was like, no. And Lacey's like, yeah, a little.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, dang
I was
it.
like, thanks for
It's
keeping-
rough, man. Like, half our friend group is like half our age or twice
Yeah,
our
I was
age.
just like,
There's-
but it was all like
We've
40
got a
year
good
old.
spread of age.
We do.
Like
Yeah.
late 20s all to like what, mid 50s.
Yeah, it's a good.
So-
yeah, I think
Right.
Chris is like 55.
Yeah.
Phil
Yeah.
is in his 50s, right?
No, how old Papa Phil is.
Papa Phil, how old are you?
I know he told me once, and I don't remember now. But
But yeah, we got like 25 to like
Yeah.
mid 50s.
Oh, speaking of Papa Phil, shout out for our Bantha Beach Party sticker.
oh yeah,
If you guys haven't seen that yet,
It's
I'll throw
super
up a
cute.
picture. It's adorable.
I did give him his sticker,
Oh, good.
and I did
Good.
give Michael. Did you see Michael?
No, I never saw him.
I also
I
gave
gave
him
you
his,
the bag so he
I
could have
also
it, right?
Gave him his bag
Okay.
too. I did see him.
I never saw
Saturday
him.
and Sunday.
I was there Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, it was-
Never saw you, Michael.
I have never walked around a con as much as I did like
Ooh.
this weekend, but it was so much fun.
I know.
and there was so much cool stuff.
It was a blast, as you guys will see, because we took so much content.
fun, and yeah, we kind of zigzagged with the tables. Rexy and Denise talked to some artists. Got some goodies, got some stickers, got some cool stuff. They had there's a lot of tables there. This is the second time they've done this con at this location, so I'm a little surprised at just how much stuff there was.
Yep.
This is I know it happened last year, and I we didn't make it last year, but yeah, I was really liked all the stuff.
Me too. Like it was a really, really good con. Like Eric said, especially for just being a second year. I am really excited to see how much it grows.
I think it
next
helps
year.
too that GalaxyCon, they also do a lot of other cities as well.
Yeah.
Like so it's not. I feel like a lot of times cons will try to build up in Oklahoma and they don't succeed, and I feel like a lot of times the ones that do better tend to be ones that kind of have that national presence.
Yeah. And then they
Um,
come here. They're not trying to make the money to
yeah.
start here.
They
Because
come here
Well, the-
established.
Yeah.
The larger like company ran cons, they have the contacts. They have
Mhm.
being that they're from city to
Yeah.
city and state to state,
all the talent
right?
and
Talent and then
Yeah.
vendors too.
Yes.
They'll also
oh,
they'll follow.
so
the
Yeah,
con.
a lot of
vendors,
vendors
yeah.
do that
Yeah.
full time.
I-
Yeah.
Talked to a couple of them and they said that they will go to multiple cities with
Nice.
GalaxyCon to sell their stuff,
Yeah.
which is
And it
cool.
makes sense. As good as that con was, like I can't imagine it wasn't just like killer for the vendors.
I spent way more than I should have.
Same. Oh my gosh. Speaking of that, we have a little shout out to do. If you guys will give me just a second, I have some things to grab.
Was I supposed to grab stuff, bring stuff? Okay, good.
Ugh.
I already have like my artwork, some of my artwork on display.
I didn't buy a lot, but I did buy a Darth Vader framed photo of Darth Vader dressed as like an 1800s
Yes,
military
I
admiral
It
guy.
was so sad they didn't have a Jar Jar Binks, and they said next year they're going to have a Jar
Oh,
Jar Binks, and
that would
I'm
be
going to hold them
perfect.
to it, and I'm going to go straight to the booth next year and be like, "Where's Jar Jar?"
That would be
Because
perfect.
I will drop
I-
the money to buy the Jar Jar.
I bought it. It came in a little frame, and he's hanging on my wall at work. So I've got
Nice.
General Darth Vader.
Okay, so Nova has decided to lay down right where I needed to stand.
That tracks.
I set down Denise. I set down your cup somewhere,
Okay.
and I have to figure out where it is before you can have it. But there was this vendor there that Eric and I got to talk to, and unfortunately, it was after you had left already. But we finally made it over there to talk to her and just do some shopping with her because I really liked her things. And she was called Time and Fables. And she had this super, super cute booth, like, and she had a huge display of cups out. And I remember we were walking by, and Denise, you pointed at it, and you were like, "Oh, I really like her cups." We couldn't get to her booth, and like, I tried all weekend to get over to her booth, and she was always just jam packed. So we never got over there. So at the end of the weekend, Eric and I go by, and we finally had like it was like right before the con was ending.
Yeah.
And we finally had time to stop so I could look through her stuff. And she was like, "Oh,
That's cute.
I see you guys are press. I have some cups that I really wanted to give to some volunteers, but none of them came by. Can I give you guys some cups?"
Oh,
And I was like, "Oh,
that's
you do not have to do that.
cute.
Like, that's amazing." But and she was like, "No, please pick some out." And I was like, "Can I pick one out for my co-host too?" And she was like, "Yeah, of course." So this is the
Cute
one I
little
picked out for me.
mushrooms. I'm gonna say this one has to be yours
Yep.
because it's a mushrooms. That's cute. I like the glass cups. I have my
This is Eric's.
Bantha one that I have at work, and then
No strawberry cow.
I would say strawberry milk cows.
Strawberry milk cows.
It's cute.
Moves. Strawberry moves.
The box says it is dishwasher
And microwave safe.
Right.
Really?
Yep.
Most of the time they're not.
I know.
Maybe top rack.
So I think that means these are probably UV stickers. And then Denise, your cup is also super adorable. And then because this lady was so generous, she gave us a bonus mushy cup. So we have an extra little mushroom cup that we will be giving away at some point in the future. So
Ooh.
stick around for that.
We will be tagging like the different like vendors and stuff that we talked to.
Yep.
We got to talk to and did like a little mini interview like on the spot with a Lucasfilm artist and his wife.
That was it. No, she is also a Lucasfilm artist.
Yeah,
like
they both are.
Yeah. Can you take those?
I talked to Brent today about because
Oh, nice.
asking them about they had Jar Jar stuff, but they didn't have it there with them because they're on the road doing the whole con circuit right now. And he's like, "Yeah, it's at home. I won't be home for another week because they're doing Dallas Fan Expos this weekend."
Holy wow, dude.
Yeah.
There it is.
So between that, they're camping. And I was like, "Dude, I'll just follow. I'll just message you next week." But yeah. And so I talked to him some, and I'm totally gonna get a Jar Jar.
Yay!
But like, I already added my Phantom Menace poster that I got from was it Brittany?
Yes.
There with the little Jar Jar, and then I added my Jar Jar candle to my.
I kept looking for that candle booth and I never found it because I wanted to go find a ghost candle. And then I never made it back to Brittany's booth until she was torn down. And I was like, no. Okay, I found the cup that we picked out for Denise.
Denise wants to see. I like this one. And it's got all the books. Okay, this is cute. Cute.
And plants you can't kill.
So, I'm notorious at killing plants. I have,
Did we do a good job?
Succulents. I have killed succulents. That is impressive.
Your plants help you. Your cats help you kill your plants too, though.
Yeah.
So this one is for you. And then, the giveaway we'll be doing is just like that mushy cup that I picked out for myself. So thank you so much. That was so kind of you.
Yes, thank you. These cups are amazing. I wanted to also make it over. We were literally like...
It was nonstop.
And then helping out at the start, I kept getting pulled in, answering Mando questions.
I know.
Every time. I was like, Denise, get away. I'm like, I just need to answer a question.
Well, Star Wars was home base. That's where all our stuff was.
That's
all where our friends are.
It was.
It always is.
But Kamalu looks so good.
Yes,
at
it did.
GalaxyCon.
Kamalu.
Like the pod racer was
Oh my
awesome.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
All
No,
the
Oklahoma City
droids?
did an incredible job.
It was on point.
Wow.
Like the pod racer.
Tulsa brought a little bit of our bit of Kamalu. Not a lot, but like Oklahoma City, because it was hosted in Oklahoma City. They had their pod racer out. They had their whole little droid army from Patrick. He has made
Patrick,
Jason, and Chad.
I think. There's
That
three
seems
of them.
right.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
But they had the Droideka.
Mm-hmm.
They had a K2.
They had Flo.
Flo, my girl. I
I was so excited.
was so cool. Like,
I didn't even know she was there, and Denise came over and she was like,
no.
Flo, and I lost my mind.
Shout out to Patrick also for letting me go back there and get a picture with
Yes.
her.
And Patrick was so cool about it too. Like once he understood what we wanted, he was like moving things around and like pulling me to different areas to get better shots. And it was thank you, Patrick.
I nerded out so much with the droids.
It was good.
But it looked good. We had our whole Blaster Trooper area. Like,
yeah. It was fun. We haven't heard yet what our final total was.
I'm gonna ask if you found out yet
no.
or not.
So we won't know that until the way the clubs do their money donations. They will take it to the recipient.
There's no time for yawning, sir.
No.
Sorry.
I like how he was trying to like be quiet and sneaky, and we're just like,
what? I thought I was like making a really loud noise or something. Am I squeaking? Is my jaw
No,
like
squeaking?
No. You just saw it.
I forgot what I was saying.
We won't find out until they
yeah.
take the money to the actual charity and they count it.
And then we will let you guys know. Same with Ghostbusters, man. Ghostbusters were doing fantastic work out there, and
they were also,
they don't know what the final total was yet.
It competing or like had a like competition with the supernatural people there too?
And they were like hyping each other up and so they were all raising money for the same charity. So I'm very excited to see what that final total was too.
And I love that all these like costuming groups and stuff do give back to the community and they use these type of events to raise money for different charities. It's just a great way to do something fun and give back at the same time.
It is. Yeah.
You can do both
simultaneously.
There we go.
Words are a little hard.
Yeah.
What was your favorite? I poked him and he squeaked. I think it'll do it again.
I wasn't. No.
What was your favorite part of the con?
I wasn't expecting to get poked. Goodness, favorite part of the con. I really liked the Star Wars parade. I like that part. So I know we do it at every con, but it's like once a year when we have everybody together, or at least a lot of everybody's together, and then we make a big old loop, and there's like Darth Vader, a bunch of stormtroopers,
bunch of
Mandos, a bunch of rebel scum. You know, everybody. And it's good to see everybody together all at once and in costume. You know, all of our Star Wars friends, and everybody's just gets to get a kick out of everyone's filming and clapping, and it's a lot of fun. But of course, there's all the booths and the vendors and everything else is really cool. But I don't get to participate in that directly, except I'm Star Wars. Then that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
What was yours? What was your favorite part of the con?
I would probably say I think getting to meet there's like 3 artists that we got to meet. It was Brent and Kayla, the Lucasfilms like artists, and then the one we got the stickers from, Karen.
Soda something.
No, I'm gonna look it up. I can't remember.
Okay.
It starts with a K. Her Instagram. Oh my gosh.
I feel like her card said something about soda. It's purple.
No. I follow her too. I'm trying to remember. Actually, I think I might have it somewhere saved.
Darth Jar Jar needs more merch. Just,
Oh, Jar Jar in general needs more merch. It was a little bit tricky to find Jar Jar stuff.
There were stickers and the little like acrylic light up standees. I saw those at like one booth or 2 booths.
Okay.
But that was about it. The the artist you were talking to earlier, though, he's
Brett and Kaylee.
yeah. I know they said they've got some Jar Jar stuff they're
Yeah,
working on.
yeah.
So
That's what Denise was talking about before you got here. That she was talking to him about picking stuff up because he didn't have any at the convention,
oh right,
but he has some back at his house.
Yeah.
So whenever they make it home, she can buy some
Oh,
Jar Jar
okay.
stuff.
It's Jackie Archer. Jackie Archer.
Jackie Archer.
Yeah.
She's the one with all the super cute stickers.
Yes, Jackie Archer. I'm so
I
sorry,
spent like
forgot.
$50 at her stickers.
Yeah, I got my Jar Jar Star.
Yeah.
I got my Jar Jar sticker from her, and
I bought the same one. I bought that
and
same
then
one from her.
I got my tired.
Oh yeah, that was K2.
K2 sticker. Yeah.
I got my be homosexual, commit atrocities from her. And I got my I am going to cause problems on purpose.
Yeah, I
that's
love
Chopper.
her stuff. I have been following her for like ever. I think I've bought from her in the past, but that's like the kind of art style that I like, and I love. I've always
so
loved
cute.
Jackie's stuff, and I was so excited to actually see her at a con in Oklahoma, because a lot of the times the different like artists that I follow on Instagram, they're either like on the West Coast or they're in the East Coast.
Like her,
or
she's California.
Yeah, she's California, but she was there, and I was like,
that was a fun thing to get to talk to her about too.
Yes.
She was saying something about, like, yeah, coming all the way out from California, and we were like, we're from California. Where?
like
what? Really?
Instant
Take us-
bonding. Like, it was so great.
She was so nice.
Yeah.
She was joking about putting us in her suitcase to take us back home with her.
We'll go with you.
Okay.
Take us with you. Yeah, Jackie was super nice. Like,
Yeah.
so great. But yeah, we'll also tag her too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was talking to the different artists. And then Brittany, I bought 4 prints from her.
Her stuff is so pretty.
I also got her last Mon and Cassian art print, and I got the Friends with Padme, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Ahsoka, and Rex.
I need that. I'm so bummed that I never made it back to her booth, because when we were standing over there earlier, she was so busy. Like, she handed us the album because she knew what you wanted to see, so I got to see her stuff, but I never could get up to her table.
Yeah, and so she was super, super nice, and I loved talking to her too. She was a big Ahsoka fan, and she had her like whole Ahsoka like outfit. It was great. So yeah, talking to the vendors was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What about you, Rex?
Ooh, the Prisoner Run was definitely one of my favorites.
Dude, you guys, they were screaming at the top of their lungs, and like the cops were staring at them like, what is this person doing?
Security was very confused.
Yeah.
When the cops came down to the floor, I like made eye contact with them and begged them for help.
Like, help me! That is why you lost your voice.
It
because
is.
You didn't use your
I
diaphragm.
need Denise to teach me how to
You
scream.
Screamed from your throat.
I only know how to scream from my throat. I need lessons.
Push it up from the stomach. You gotta contract as
Maybe
you
you can
yell.
teach me. Give me some practice.
That's how I've been able to cheer and yell at concerts.
I never was a cheerleader. I don't know
voice.
how. I lose my voice every convention because I don't know how. I can sing from my diaphragm. I can't scream from it.
So talk from your diaphragm. Even talking will like project it out. Too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so listen to that. Okay, so it obviously drops my range down maybe an octave, but
it's deeper.
Listen to that. My voice is deeper, but you can freaking hear me. Okay, so good to know. So this is apparently how I need to scream. Okay, but the Prisoner Run was a freaking blast.
It was cool.
Mick Foley was another one. He was standing out there on the sidelines, and I was like, Mick, help us. They're building a Death Star. No one will listen. And he was just like cracking up. Gangrel gave me, when I was coming by, he was like, not going to help you, but this is cool. And then apparently Erin told me, because Erin was running around taking pictures of us too.
She did such a good job. Shout out to Erin.
She was incredible. I asked her if she could take a few pictures, and she went above and beyond. But she told me when we were done that there was this tiny Darth Vader. He was like probably 6, and said he was running after us like, I'll help you. I'll help you. Just so cute. So definitely the prisoner one was one of my favorites. And then just, I mean, my overarching favorite part of this con was that it was actually a good time.
Yeah, I
Like,
would say
for the last handful of conventions, like my experience and a lot of our friend groups has been very rough. It's been not fun. There's been problems. There's been bad things happening.
This one was
it was good.
It was good all
like
around.
We all have already put it back on our calendar for next year. We're like, this is good. None of the problems that we had before happened. We didn't have, I mean, like, we didn't even have people like being mean beyond just some weirdnesses with passes and stuff. But like, we overarchingly, it was just such a good experience.
Yeah.
I think the con being such a good vibe, you know, like
it made a huge difference.
It did.
It was really good.
Yeah, I think Prisoner Run.
Yeah, so
and just getting to be press. I mean,
Yeah,
oh my
it was
God,
a
we
lot
have
of
never
fun.
gotten to do that.
It was a lot of fun.
And you know what? We never made it to the VIP area. We never made it to the after parties. We never made it to interview the celebrities. But we talked to so many feet on the ground kind of artists and authors and things like that. And you know what? Next time we do press, we'll do some of the other things.
I would say the more we do it,
Yep.
The more we learn.
Yep.
Well, there's a lot going on, and it was very busy. So I mean, you're also trying to balance doing a couple of things that, you know, we were doing with Star Wars clubs,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then also interviewing and photos, and it was just you need like 3 or 4 of you.
I do. Yeah. If we could have a couple of us that just do podcasts.
I just needed 2. I needed one for me on the floor, and then one to sit at the booth.
Yeah.
To help the mercs talk about the mercs.
Right. Because that is a fun thing too. Like,
I genuinely enjoy talking
people are
about
excited when they come up to the table.
the costumes.
Yeah.
Like, I personally don't like being in costumes at conventions.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people do. I do not. I will get in costume for the parade.
Right.
That's
like about it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I like to hype up the people and answer the questions and get people excited about, yes, be one of us. Like, I like to do that. That is
being
me.
that face in front that is welcoming. The first impression is Denise being like, hey, we'll teach you. Come on.
Everybody else can sit and have their conversations. I will sit by myself and I will talk anybody's ear off who walks up to the table. You've seen me.
Can confirm. I have had to drag her away to make it to things.
I will sit there by myself. I don't need to talk to my friends. Like, I will talk to you.
As long as people are coming up, she doesn't get tired of it. Which is, I mean, you're in charge, and that passion is something that is needed.
But so here are all our interviews, content. Have fun watching everything that we recorded.
Word of warning, I have no idea what kind of order I'm going to end up putting all of this in.
There's a lot.
It's a lot. So just bear with me. I also have no idea if this is going to be like a 3-hour episode. It might.
It's a lot.
We'll see.
All right. I'm going to bring everybody over here this weekend because it's so good.
Everything is so cute. Okay, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Brittany. I'm an artist. I do like illustration and characters, and I love Star Wars, and I do a lot of Star Wars.
Nice. And we are obsessed.
Oh,
I love them. She was like, I'm going to show you another artist. I was like, all right, let's go.
Like, how do I join? So how you join is you like come and visit us at the booth down there. You can sign up for more information. We'll send out like a wall of content about here's the different forums that are available where you can gain more information. Here's how to get in touch with your local guys like us. And then we'll usually reach out and add you some lists and do a whole bunch of confusing things and then try to guide you through making them less confusing is what that amounts to.
We are also a worldwide organization, and and with that we also include we have our kids program too that also does awareness with that and to help promote anti-bullying. I should know more about it. I'm sorry.
There's that. You guys have a kids program with the Mercs.
Yeah, we do have a kids program with the Merc, and they also do community service. You don't have to have a parent that is a part of the group, which is really cool. And they don't have to follow the same guidelines
They're not as rigid guidelines,
for the costume.
All right, so we are Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha. I'm Rexy.
Oh, and I am Denise.
And so what's been your favorite part of the convention so far?
Oh, I love doing the Q&A sessions. I
Yeah?
just think they're hilarious to see the actors with their hair down. So,
Oh, yes. So which actors have you seen so far at the Q&A?
I went to the Twilight.
Okay,
And I
yeah.
went to Tara Strong.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was very excited to see that she was going to be here. How was that?
Oh, it was hilarious.
Yeah?
It's just fun to watch how she can just on a dime pull out a character.
Oh, that's
Did she
cool.
do the Twilight Sparkle voice?
Yes.
I love the ponies. So what's been like your, like, if there's one thing that you take away from the con, it's like, this has been the best thing ever. I know it's only Saturday afternoon. What would it be?
I don't know. This is so much to take in. This is the largest one I've been to. So.
Yeah?
Okay, cool, yeah. All right.
Have you bought any goodies?
Not yet. I'm
Not yet. You kind of walking around
I
and...
spend my money on.
No, I hear you. I keep looking at the booths and I'm like, well, I'm going to lose all my money there and there and there. Your shirt. I'm going to talk about your shirt for just a minute because that's what caught our attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a rad shirt. What
Yeah.
is behind the badge? Oh, come to the dark side.
Yes,
Okay, so
yes.
we are a Star Wars podcast, which is why we saw the shirt. Do you have a favorite Star Wars character?
I'm leaning towards Mando. I like Din Djarin.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so
I'm loving that series.
Yeah.
I have a custom Mando, and I dress up as a Mandalorian all the time, and I love Mando culture. It's so
Yep.
great.
Yep. Yep.
I have a son with autism that makes his own like samurai armor, so I think that's why we got this shirt. 'Cause it kind of has like the
Oh,
sam-
that's
the
rad.
samurai art.
Yes. Oh,
Did
He
you-
just made one that actually has the Rebel Alliance crest on it.
Oh, that's rad.
It's just
That is
really
very cool.
I keep telling him he needs to sell some of that stuff here.
Did you see the cool stuff coming out of Japan from Celebration?
No, I have not.
You should look up some of the Star Wars
Okay, check it
Celebration
out.
art from Japan.
yes,
It's
there's
beautiful.
A lot of samurai
Yeah.
inspired.
So
There's
much.
also a samurai Mandalorian walking around the con today, and they have
sweet.
Grogu that they're pulling around in a crate too. So keep an eye out for
Okay.
that.
Excellent.
Very cool.
And I think he might be in the Star Wars parade later today. I talked to.
Sweet.
They're staying at the same hotel.
Oh,
as us,
nice,
so I was
nice.
talking
Okay,
to him this
okay.
morning.
Yep.
Cool.
So
Yep.
keep an eye out for them. It's a
I will,
really
I
good
will.
costume.
Have you watched Andor yet?
Yes.
So there's going to be a prisoner run tomorrow.
A what?
A prisoner run
Oh, really?
tomorrow. There'll be a prison break.
How funny.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're back again, and we still have the Twister truck, but this time we have the owner of the Twister truck.
No, I'm not the owner.
Oh.
My close friends own the truck. They
Close
asked me to be
friends.
the exhibitor.
Okay, okay. Can you tell us about it?
Sure, my name is Freddie. This truck is a 1984 Jeep Poncho. It is the J10 short bed version of the full-size Jeep truck. They built 4 of these for the movie. 2 survived. One of them is in the Movie Car Museum in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and the other lives in Guthrie, Oklahoma. That's this one. My
This
friends-
lives in Guthrie!
My friends did a full restoration back to movie accurate on this truck last year so that it would be ready for the events that they wanted it brought to for the release of the new Twisters movie.
Oh, that's so cool.
So key factors to notice, there's movie mud in the fender wells. There's up underneath the
Yeah, if you get under there, you can probably see.
This is another last and final call for John Carlos Esposito's photo op. If you are here for John Carlo, go to line number 1 for VIP and line number 2 for GA.
Cool.
Josh Keaton joins in line number 12. John Maggio is line number 13 for VIP and line number 14 for GA.
that was in the movie.
And
It
for
was
William
Doris'
Shatner, session 2. VIPers can go to 8. GA can go to
when the
6.
movie wrapped. What else can I tell you?
Who owns it? You can tell us. Yeah, who
It's
owns
owned
it?
by Tim and Jessica Stegger of Tim's Body Works and Steggy's Rod Shop.
Once again, William Shatner, session 2.
All right.
If you are here for VIP,
Anybody that
go
wants
to
to see the
line
truck
8.
can go by the shop
If
any
you are
day
here
they're
for
open.
GA, go
I'll
to
take you on a
6.
tour.
That's really cool. And we will be definitely linking the information for that so you guys can see it. We'll be posting these up. It'll show up on the con floor. We'll have the QR codes posted, so you guys can definitely get in here. You can see the convention, or you can see the truck. You can see Helen Hunt and the truck. Yeah, so we're gonna come over here. We're gonna take a few more pictures, and we'll get the QR codes. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. You can find us. So we are Sister Cousin Shop Family. So all of these will be posted at Travel Adventures. the
That's
name.
the big woolly mammoth, right?
Yeah, that's a bantha right
I
there. We get some stickers. That's got the name of
I
our
got
con.
stickers for you.
Let's go get some stickers. Alright. Are you deaf too?
Yeah.
Which ear?
It's my right ear, and then my left ear has like 65% hearing.
Oh, no.
I was in the Marine Corps, and I'm like,
Oh, okay.
You're good.
So we're both deaf. It's cool. Alright, you ready? You ready? Hey, Herd. Alright, so we are back at day number 3, and I can't get that finger up. 3? You guys know what it is. It's Sunday, it's day 3. And we have snagged somebody off the street to drag him into Kamalu and ask him some questions. So what's your name?
my name's Joel.
A little bit louder.
Oh,
a
my
little bit
name's
closer. Joel. And tell us about this kit, because you just told us some stuff that made our jaw drop.
Yeah, so I put it all together in a day and painted it and all that, but how I actually came up with
How to do the armor plates is I bought a 6-inch series figure, and I did the math to save it down, and then I kind of just winged it.
Are you
He did all the
kidding
math?
right now?
Yeah, I just did some math and threw this thing together.
I just did some math and made a costume.
Yeah. I'd
You
say
didn't tell us that out there. He kept the good stuff for the interview.
I'd say the hardest part's probably the flak vest, getting the like on the shoulder, the rivets or whatever that is. There's a certain name for it, I'm forgetting.
The bells?
Yeah, the bells
Yep.
were kind of tricky.
Yeah.
Never do them times.
And you did that all in a day too?
No, it took me about a whole week to do the vest.
Okay.
But I did the vest first, and then when I got the armor pieces, I was like, all right, I gotta get this done today.
That is wild. So we sat down and did some math and made a whole costume.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on from that, but I am a little stuck on this. We're gonna return to this. So how long have you been here? Have you been here the whole weekend?
I was wanting to come yesterday, but I got called into work, so
Oh.
I got here today.
Is that why the sunburn?
Oh, that's why the bad sunburn.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm glad it's like air conditioning here for you.
Yeah, the helmet's hot.
You just like point your face at the air conditioning.
Please, God.
Help me. So you just got here then?
Yeah.
So what have you done so far?
So far, I've walked around the whole bar regularly, taking some photos here at the Star Wars booth. I don't know, after seeing some of the Star Wars stuff, I'm totally thinking I could get inspiration from other things.
Yeah? You gonna join us?
Yeah.
Be one of us?
Yeah. Really,
Yeah!
the next thing I'm wanting to make is that, so Andor season's here, like that test pilot suit.
Dude, we saw that come on screen and all of us were like, oh, that's next.
So someone's doing that. You know, I bought the figure, the Cassian Andor figure, so I'm just waiting for that to get
So you can do some more math and just make the costume? Bro, you join us, you're gonna have so many people lining up like, please help me. Please help me with this math.
Like myself for do this because I thought I could do it better.
Still, you have a heck of a goal start.
I need to do rivets and I need to hold the armor more and stuff, but for winging it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. No, we are impressed.
Yeah.
So what do you plan on doing today? Do you have any like lead ups or
Nope,
you
I'm
just
just gonna explore,
Yeah?
connect, maybe meet some other people who do it, who have cooler armor than me, because mine probably sucks.
You gotta start
You did it
somewhere.
in a day. We are
Yeah,
impressed.
it takes a little time.
Yeah. Well, thank you so. Oh no. Wait, I was about to wrap that up, but I do have some questions for you. Okay, so what is your favorite Star Wars movie or show?
The favorite movie would be Revenge of the Sith, and my favorite show would be
Yeah, Clone Wars. Clone Wars. Hear that, Denise? You hear that, Denise? I can't even get her to watch the show.
There's
Now,
so much more.
Nope.
7
Nope.
seasons.
All right.
Who's your favorite character?
Ooh, I say probably Clone Captain Rex.
Yeah, man, we're gonna be besties. We're gonna be fun. Yep. Denise was like, great Clone Wars. All right, if you had to fight one AT-AT-sized duck or 100 duck-sized AT-ATs, what would be your choice? What would be your battle plan?
My battle is it what I'm wearing now?
I mean, just how would you do it? Yeah, just wearing whatever, you can be in civvies, whatever, but if you had to fight an adult-sized duck, how would you win?
Probably shoot it with Cassian's attitude.
You know, nobody has given us that answer yet, and that is probably the easiest.
Yeah.
I had a real convoluted plan with like grapes and toothpicks and.
I'd probably grab my 308 and shoot it in the neck.
Yeah, that would be effective. All right, so all of us that have way overthought that answer. There you go.
There's Marine Corps logic right there. I'm just gonna shoot.
This isn't true. I'm just gonna shoot it. You guys, we found a dinosaur. We found a dinosaur. We are now a dinosaur podcast. For all of you Star Wars fans, I'm so sorry. We're totally code switching right now.
There's no way to determine dinosaurs are in Star Wars.
Yeah, that's right. That one really
is, yes, the Bronto was after the Brontosaurus.
Yep. All right, so dinosaurs are in Star Wars. Okay. So, what is your name? Nice to meet you. I'm Rusty. This is Denise. Our podcast is Sisterhood of the Traveling Manta, and GalaxyCon was nice enough to let us be press for the convention. So we're just gonna walk around, do some interviews, be obsessed with your dinosaur. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we can do this. Like, we don't get starstruck, but a dinosaur shows up and we're like, oh my god, I don't know what are words right now. He's gonna eat your microphone. He's gonna eat your mic.
Okay, so let's get back. So does our dino friend have a name?
Yes, this is Kirby. She's our baby Spinosaurus.
Kirby, I love you. So the Spinosaurus, like in the third Jurassic Park movie, right? Yes, the one that's seen swimming.
Yep. 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 How long have you had her?
So she's relatively new. We picked her up about 3 months ago from the labs. So they've been working on her.
Yeah.
Going, so she's a bit big. We said, hey, take her out and go on to her.
How is she handling the crowd?
She hasn't been in right yet, so usually if she starts getting a little bit snippy, we'll
Yep. Can you see her, Eric? This is Allie right here in the back.
Oh, she's beautiful. Oh my god. So do you guys own all of these props yourselves, or?
we did start out on
Tyler just had a really rad experience.
with a dolphin.
You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, Jake Vanderbeek, he's fantastic. You know, when I was growing up, I know it seems weird, I don't look like a guy that was watching dolphins,
He definitely didn't when we were growing up.
You got me through a lot of hard times. You know, you got that unrequited love for your show. And I love those Joeys. I wish I was.
Actually, one of the shells I fell off. I was like,
It just wasn't the boy I wanted to be. I was
None of us were.
But no, he was extremely nice, great person. You know, I
too bad I did justice. I think I'm getting towards. I'm getting towards my time to move.
That's good. It is the same.
It's not that I'm necessarily. As of right now, it's not that I'm necessarily.
When you get to meet celebrities,
But like the thought of being in a costume, I'm like,
you really like it, and they are very sweet and they're very nice and good people. It just really drives home that one man. Like,
I have perspective.
That's the only reason I really came up here.
But my friend, he was. I did the thing I asked Jeffrey. Yeah, Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Whatever his name is. Yes. Remember when I did Calvin last time? And I was like, I want a butt shot. And like, the photos he never uploaded them. He never sent them to me, never did anything with them, right?
We are just weird.
You know, and James, I can call him James now. He doesn't,
You guys are like besties
he
now,
doesn't
right?
do a lot of cons. And actually, he came because I called him.
Hey, good job, dude.
Good to meet you. I know you're in Texas now. Just come up for a little bit.
Yeah, just for like just a couple days.
Yeah, let's reminisce about Joey or whatever.
Yeah, let's do it.
But,
So you just got here today, though, right?
yeah.
Do you have any other things for you? Do you
Nope.
just gotta play
Just gonna
around?
hang out with the pros over there at the TVs. Yeah. About it.
All right, so we are back, and as you can see, The con is still in full swing, especially for a Sunday afternoon. It is a little bit lighter, so if you guys aren't a big fan of the crowds, coming out for this one. Sunday afternoon, there is everything still happening, and the crowds are a little bit lighter.
And a lot of the vendors have sales today.
Oh, say that again?
A lot of the vendors are making deals and have sales today since it's the last day of the con, so it's a great day to come out and get some last minute merch.
All right.
Deals. I did not need to hear that.
All right, so what I'm hearing is we're going shopping. So, have you guys been here all weekend?
Yes.
What is your favorite part so far of the convention?
Yeah, I think meeting the fans, meeting the stars, meeting people we grew up watching. Yes, seeing everybody's participation and meeting people who are just as excited or more excited about things we have grown up being excited about. It's just, the energy's amazing. You won't find anything like it anywhere else.
This has been great.
So was there one like experience meeting somebody that stands out more than anybody else this weekend?
I mean, William Shatner, obviously. I mean, Brian O'Halloran was amazing too. I had previously met Kevin Smith and Jay. I met Jay twice and Kevin once, and Brian was amazing. We went to his panel yesterday. It was so much fun, and then we went by his booth and we did photos, and we also had a meet and greet with him. So like, we did all the things, and he's such a cool person, so down to earth. And
We got to meet Kevin Smith, and he actually was the first person to sign Bonnie's saddle.
Yeah,
We got very excited.
met you that day, actually.
Oh, that's right. We
Yeah,
were
I
all
was
in line
there.
for Kevin Smith.
Okay.
Yeah. Very
so
brief
long
line.
ago. I'm so sorry.
Denise, why don't you remember? It was 4 years ago in 30 seconds. Why isn't it burned in your brain?
What has happened since then?
Some people did our full Star Trek cosplay yesterday.
Yes.
And William Shatner told us that we looked, you guys look good, and we were like,
Props from the captain.
I'm saying it's the only thing that's happened. Like,
yeah, you don't get much better than that.
I'm not double fisting it? Well,
love it.
here, plug it up.
Can we post it to the
Oops.
you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
There we
And I
go.
knew the digital copies.
Yeah, let this record.
Yes.
So how did the
Yeah.
how did the photo op with Shatner go?
There we
What's that
go.
like?
Really great.
There
They were
we go.
moving the line pretty fast because he had such a big group, but it was really great. It was super personal, super friendly. And everybody that we talked to was like talking about how amazing he was, how great he was with everybody at the table. Like,
Oh, I love that.
loves the fans, and I love that.
That's amazing. I love that. That's perfect.
it's always nice to hear when the celebrities appreciate it and have a good experience.
Yeah, they kind of remember that they're there because we know them, right? Like,
He got to teach Mario Lopez how to do the Live Long and Prosper because his hands don't do it. So we were in costume when we did the photo op with them, and he's like, I can't do it. My wife can do it, my kids can do it, everybody can do it, I can't do it. Yeah, so
that's amazing.
we went later the week after, and Bobby was like, yeah, you just need to put a rock between these two fingers and practice for an hour at a time, and your hand will be trained that way. And he's like, do it. I was like, oh my god, you taught Mario Lopez something. I love that.
That is fantastic. Speaking of Mario Lopez, I don't think she's running around here right now. But Denise, you can tell the story because you saw it.
I didn't see it. I was shortly after,
Okay.
but one of our friends is Jawa. Like, and Jawa's not Jawa.
Oh, we met her.
Walking around with celebrities, and Mario Lopez basically jumped over his table to get a picture with her. Like, this is Jawa. And then we confronted her when I was talking to her husband about it. She was taking the picture, and she kept looking at her husband. Well, Mario Lopez was like, you need to look at my camera.
Okay, you're good.
All right, so we've got some more day 3 shenanigans, and this is what my voice sounds like after you scream through the convention hall.
Yeah, Rexy ran and yelled, trying to escape Narkina 5, but along the way we found some performers.
Yes, we did.
Listen, I like to think we all found each other.
You know? Yep.
And knowing a multiple day event, it helps when you're a trained vocalist because then you can continue to talk like this. Huh? Because yes, also lots of yelling and screaming this weekend.
It's called using your diaphragm.
So John, well, first I was going to ask you your name, but I just said it.
Hi.
So we know you're John.
Yep.
What has been your favorite part of the convention so far this weekend?
Holy cow. Gotta say, the favorite part of the convention so far is the big family reunion for everybody, right? For me, it's a personal thing. It's nice to have such a big con, such a wide variety to see, do, purchase, and be a part of. But being a part of the family unit that we created at the 501st, the Mando Mercs, the Revolution, Con OKC, the Droid Builders, everybody, even Terre Rouge Burlesque.
Yeah, we love Terre Rouge.
It's been amazing.
So, if you could pick, like, one of the, like, what was the most fun thing that you have done? Like, single most fun thing that you've experienced?
Oh, so far, I would have to say that when I got the TIE Pilot up, that was really cool because I was so close to a pod racer, and I just talked down on it. I was like, who are the mechanics that do this thing? This is not Imperial issue.
Picturing John in his side, just like.
Oh, hey, it's okay. Go ahead.
He's like, crap. I
What is going on?
Okay, so if you had to pick, you go. It's your turn.
We have apparently broke Rexy. It's not the first time. It will not be the last time. Yeah, day 3. We're loopy. So I guess, question.
Yeah.
Are we asking Star Wars questions?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite movie, TV show? Yeah. We're going in deep on that one.
Oh, it's not fair. It's not
I
fair.
know.
Mine
Because,
changes weekly.
season 2 of Andor was beautiful. Once it was over, we had to run and watch Rogue One immediately, which then leads you to New Hope immediately.
You have to watch immediately also.
Yep.
Yeah, but I thought they did a great job with Andor. I was super impressed with how raw everything was and how relatable it brought it to the Star Wars community.
I never thought I could feel so much emotion in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right.
We talk about it all the time. I do not cry in shows or
I'm the one who
movies.
cries.
Oh,
And I
Denise
didn't
doesn't
cry.
cry.
there it is. That's right.
That one got me.
Yeah. There were a couple things that happened, and I was like, I know Denise just cried. I know she did.
They weren't wrong.
Oh, it's all right.
All right, I have one for you though. This is my favorite question to ask you. Okay, if you had to fight one AT-AT-sized duck, or 100 duck-sized AT-ATs, what would you pick?
All right, trick question, because a duck has 2 feet, so it'd be an ATST. And so I think I would probably put my agility and ability. Do I get a blaster?
You can have whatever you want.
Ooh,
Yep.
ooh.
We're gonna ask you your battle plan.
Right on. So with the right amount of thermal detonators and a Goody 11 and a sidearm DL44 on the side, I'm taking on the ATST quack quack.
Okay.
I think that's the one.
Okay. All right. Do you think you would win?
The force is with me.
The force is with you. You know what? You're right. Okay, and I've got one more for you. If you had to have your entire life narrated by Jar Jar Binks, or every single time you walk through a doorway, the Empire plays its favorite march. Every single time you walk through a door. Or every single thing you do is narrated by Jar Jar Binks.
Now you're just forcing me into a corner.
I know.
Yeah.
You gotta pick.
I mean, I might as well just get used to the Imperial March at this point.
All right.
I can't do it.
All right. Oh, thank you so much.
This is great. This is great. Bring it in. Bring it in. Oh.
We love you so much.
Absolutely.
Here, take a picture. Take a picture. We take a picture.
Let's go.
Oh, we can do this.
Oh, you're good. Picture. 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 Okay.
Picture, picture, picture.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And you got a card.
All the pictures.
Beautiful.
Oh, yep.
There we go. Get some B-roll.
Like, we're raccoon, let me in there.
Oh, thank you.
welcome.
I love it. That's the Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha. They do a very, very fun podcast. And they talk about all things Star Wars and then some.
Yeah.
I love it.
Our MO is just like, our tagline is finding the fun.
Absolutely.
We're trying to be like a positive voice to kind of counteract all the angry
Yeah, what is that on?
fandom menace, you know?
I don't get it.
No.
So we're here, day 3, and we are doing some more interviews. We have, what's your name?
Brent Woodside.
He is a fantastic Lucasfilm artist. Yes. Okay. So, can you tell us some about your artwork?
My first work was when I was around 2003. I had done fan art of Captain Porto from the Tartakovsky.
No, the little mics have
and then Mary Franklin published it in Bantha Tracks. And then that led to, she had emailed me and said, hey, do you want to work on a trading card project? And it was funny because she said that as she had the pile of art on her table that she was putting in Bantha Tracks, Steve Sansweet walked in and was like, we need like 60 artists for this Topps trading card project or it's not happening. And she was like, here, these guys. So it was just dumb luck, right place, right time.
Oh, I love hearing stories like that.
I know, this is amazing.
And so then she was announced as being, like, maybe 3 days, a week later, she was announced as being in charge of the Celebration art show, Celebration 3 art show. And she had emailed me from her personal email, so I just said, hey, Mary, can I be in your art show? And she's like, yeah, nobody's signing up, you're in. And I was like,
oh my God.
Sweet.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about this piece?
So, well, it's the Rebels piece where Maul finally dies. Maybe, we'll see.
I want to hold this. I don't want to cover up the...
He looked pretty dead.
I don't want to cover up the picture.
But I like to hide little Easter eggs. So you have Obi-Wan holding Maul
Come
and
zoom into
guys
this.
right in there.
Look at that, Kenobi. Oh, I love this piece. Yeah, I have a shirt that says Kenobi. It's such a famous. So good.
That was incredible.
Oh, thanks.
The blues and the reds, I love it so much.
The juxtaposition of just constant like clashing together. Oh, I love it so much.
So not only does he do artwork for Lucasfilm, but he's also an honorary merc.
This is the heart of my medal.
Yes, look at that. He has the diamond. Okay, I thought it was really cool being a merc myself. How did you get involved with the mercs?
So it was Dragon Con, untold, maybe 15 years ago, maybe more like 7, some distant past Dragon Con. And I think I had actually met Tom and Alicia before. I think they were at first Celebration Anaheim, because there were some metal mercs that came through, and we were talking about actual metal plated armor and stuff, and we were talking about a guy that made an actual flamethrower into his arm and how that was wildly dangerous.
Was it Dresden?
I don't remember.
Oh, I bet it was. Right? Was he a metal rando? Solid metal?
This was a long time ago.
Maybe,
yeah, it could have been. I don't know.
I don't know. Metal man.
Dresden, was it you?
Really cool.
So then, I went and brought a bunch of like Boba Fett art, I think, to Tom, and he was like, "Hey, that's cool." And then he came over and talked, and then we became friends. Then, although I think, like I said, I think we'd actually met a few years before, but I could be wrong about that because he never took his helmet off.
Yeah. This is the way.
He follows the creed way better than I do. Sorry.
But Tom would always have us as guests, and so we would have dinner with Jeremy Bullock or whoever. And then the year that it was going to be, it was going to be Dave and Ann as the guests at the last Anaheim. But then Dave got called away at the last minute, but Ann still showed up. And so I was doing sketches for everybody. Everybody put our buckets up on the stage, and I was drawing everybody's bucket and then finding them, giving them a card if I could find them. But I got to Ann, I was like, hey, can I draw you something? And she's like, oh, draw my namesake. And I was like, well, I can leave my Star Wars card at the door because I don't know what you're talking about. And so the Convor Al, I might be saying it wrong, but Morai is a Convor Al. Convori, something like that, but that's her maiden name. And so the owls are named after her. So I went ahead and drew her an owl. But then because Dave obviously identifies with the wolves, and she identifies with the owls. I did a couple's portrait for them where it's a Lockwood sitting on. It's in my bin over there.
I love this so much.
We have to find that so you guys can see it. That sounds amazing.
But then Kayla did the first official license of burger painting.
First ever?
Yeah, we had stayed up.
We're in like
Ever! We
Like,
are seriously. Where's your crown?
So we stayed up and we watched at 2 a.m. for our time zone. We watched Mandalorian. And we were like, none of the licensees had any idea that was dropping, so there was no merch. And that's what we do is merchandise, the merchandising side. So we were like, they're going to want that, and they're going to want that now. So I worked on a Mando, and she worked on a Grogu, and they both got done within like 48 hours. We got them submitted, and yeah, they were just snatched up. So they pushed it through faster than anything I've ever seen pushed through. But then COVID, bam.
Yeah.
And so we bought like a bunch, because how it works is we do the painting, they buy it, and then we buy back copies at a discount.
Yes.
And so we bought like a ton of copies, and then we had no place to sell them.
Oh no!
So we still have copies of the very first official Grogu.
Do you have it here? Can we see it?
Do we have any copies?
Oh, okay.
This is our traveling show. Normally we like load up whole vans worth of stuff and bring it wherever. But GalaxyCon pallet ship stuff from show to show for us. So this show gets a little picked over. We can't restock it as easily as we can.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Very cool. Oh my gosh. Also, can we do a shout out to his wife? With Kayla, right? Shout out.
Yeah. Your husband just showed us a compilation photo of our princess.
And he's also
Wow.
nothing but good things about all your artwork and how proud he is of you. And so we just beautiful work. Beautiful work.
I'm the introvert. So he's always my cheerleader.
We totally
We get it. We do. We get it. But we wanted to make sure that we were like, you know, not like ignoring you because you were amazing. The first licensed program ever is. That's pretty cool.
I was 8.5 months pregnant.
I love it seeing
Like you and your baby
your
the
mom
first
just
licensed Grogu painting ever. Oh,
congrats.
best thing ever.
Oh, okay. So
This was that one he was just talking about. Where'd he go?
He's over there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So before we go, we just want to say like this is the coolest like interview we've done here today, talking about the Star Wars art.
This has been so fun.
If you get a chance, check out his Instagram. It is, I have it saved, Brentwood Side Art, and then
we will definitely be linking it in the notes, so don't worry about that. You guys can just click on it.
and at Kayla Woodside Art also.
Yep. So those will be linked.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we want to do this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's on the outside.
No, it's good. We're totally down.
Oh yeah, we're fine. Yeah, we got this. Now we can get a handicap placard. We just have
Now
to
you
go
are
together.
silly.
All right, so you guys know me. Gonna talk a little loud. We're gonna try to talk into the mics because it's right.
Because of what?
I know it's a little loud, but I don't know why. It's like there's a nerd thing going on this weekend or something. Nerds! All right. Eric, ready?
Yeah.
I think he's been recording.
Oh, okay. Am I ready? I don't know.
Probably need to take it over.
All right. So you've been here all weekend. I mean, no, you just got here. What's been your, well, yeah, we've seen it all weekend. Oh, you know what? We probably should. So who are you?
Oh, I am Brother. I am part of the Oklahoma Ghostbusters and the Oklahoma City Ghostbusters.
And what is this rad car behind you?
Oh, that piece of crap?
Yeah, that piece of crap.
No, this is our Ecto 1. It's the Ecto 1 1951 satellite.
You can't park there.
Infected with any marshmallow.
I mean, only a little.
Look right here at the front.
The Titanic! Oh my gosh, you gotta get a picture of that. Look at
I'm
that.
obsessed with this one right here.
Well,
I mean, I know he's probably PG-13, but the ladies over there are obsessed with the same
Oh, the
one.
Dirty Dancing one! Look at the lift!
That's incredible.
And the Terminator back there
Yeah,
with his thumbs up.
Oh, we have
Terminator.
let's see, we have Dirty Dancing in the middle. We have Titanic in the front. I mean, they like acting, so they've been watching a few movies. We do have the Mission Impossible hanging over there by the sniffer.
Yep, see that up top?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, unfortunately, I created most of
I do too. I love it.
I created all of them, and now I have a new list of movies that I have to recreate.
He did. He got a little distracted by Echo.
I had to get all the Marshmallow Man. It's very important to get the Marshmallow Man.
You have been driving around this cool trap all day.
Yep.
Can we get a little demo? Can you build this guy?
Oh yeah, it's a Walmart brand with a truck body. And a cool
Yes.
Kids love it. It's not screen accurate by any means.
It's fun though. Yeah.
It's awesome. And that thing is made out of
Yep. If you guys have caught the Tulsa Christmas parades, it's been in it. Yep.
That thing's got some mileage.
Oh, if you guys caught the last Halloween parade, I was on the highway in the gutter seat. The cops routed us to the highway because remember we couldn't get on the road. I was in the gutter seat going down the highway.
Oh my god.
Time of my life. Okay.
I mean, that's when you wish you had a drone and follow
Oh yeah. Yes.
Because you, like on the gutter seat while we're in the highway.
It would have been so fun. Yep. Yep. All right. So, what has been your favorite thing so far about the park? If you guys had to fight one ATST-sized duck or 100 duck-sized ATSTs, what would you pick?
It would be the ATST size duck.
Okay. What would be your battle plan?
Oh, they got those fucking slippers. I don't know. Just step on them. Ours are good. If you had a whole bunch of them, they'd be all over you.
It's true.
I said I'd get a hockey stick.
I agree, just one. I think I could, if it's big enough, I think I could hide from it enough that I could try to, do something like you mentioned, to the legs.
Yeah, those little ones will try to get the nooks and crannies you don't want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna make friends with it. Feed it grapes and make friends.
Oh, yeah.
And one more. Okay. If you guys had to pick between every single time you walk through a doorway, Darth Vader's theme music plays, or your entire life, everything you do, narrated by Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah. All of my shit the Imperial March because it kind of makes you feel badass when you're walking through the door and that music is playing. I mean, I know eventually I will get really sick of it, but I know in the beginning I will have to be boss enough and just walk slow enough to make it count.
All right. Give us a demonstration. We will be the doorway, and we play the music. All right. Go. Bum 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 ba-dum, bum ba-dum. Bum 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 ba-dum. Yeah.
And I know. Now, fast forward 5 years.
See how it goes? You don't have to report back on it.
I got like 4 doors I gotta go through.
All right, do it. Report back. Last question. Do you know how much you guys have raised so far?
I do not know. I haven't asked about this. They said they were really busy today, so
that's great. Okay, so maybe can we get back with you and get a final
There you go.
Yep, we have obviously saved the best for last. And if you guys have come walking through here, you will be very familiar with this area. If you've seen us at SolarCon or other conventions, you will know Kamloo. And if you don't, this is Kamloo.
We will do a walkthrough afterwards and show you all the great stuff.
Yep. Right now, this, you guys know Chris, he's been on our show a couple of times. But for those who don't, go ahead and tell us who you are.
So I've seen her. Oh, you want to know like what?
Yeah, if you want to tell a little bit more.
So that?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm the Oklahoma Garrison commanding officer. So that's basically the Bible first leader guy, the earless leader, as they call him.
The earless leader.
Here in Oklahoma. I'm also on the base XO from the Revolution Kessel base. So I juggle a few balls.
You know.
Yeah. So it's kind of a big deal, I guess.
No, not a big deal. I love pickles, but I'm not a big deal.
You
That
could
was
be.
such a bad
You
dad
could.
joke.
He is such a dad. Oh my.
I mean,
All right, we're buying Chris a pickle costume for Christmas.
damn it.
It's gonna be a
gotta
big deal.
It's got to be Pickle Rick because he hates that.
Oh,
I'm always
no.
going, Pickle Rick!
Pickle Rick. It'll just help you.
Sorry, that's not Star Wars though. Sorry. Tangent.
All right, so tell us a little bit about Kamloo and how this came to life.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's a cool story. And I want to be careful about how I present it, just because we had a convention that we attended on a regular basis that we were always kind of relegated to this back there. It wasn't anybody's fault other than they were limited on space and it was all they really had to do, right? And so for years we were kind of stuck back there and we never got a lot of traffic. And then one day we just were like, hey look, we got to do something that makes this an impactful place that everybody's drawn to come and see, right? So we came up with the idea, like, I mean, a lot of other, like, Legion members in other regions have done something similar as Cityscape. They're always kind of that silly Star Wars, deserty. They're like, hey, I think I know how we can do that. So me and a bunch of other members came up with a design plan of how we could do it, how we could make the Cityscape easy to interchange and use in various configurations based on the space that we have. And so this was the product of that. So we turned this entire hallway into an immersive Star Wars Galaxy's Edge experience.
I think it's really fun for the watchers. I've seen it on
Yeah.
and so this is
It's like a village.
It does. I mean, and the notion of Kamloo, that's an anagram of Oklahoma. So the idea is it reflects its origin as well. Okay, so you can come here, and even when we travel with this, the set actually at Atlantic Comic Con in Kansas City. We've taken it down to Rebel Scum Con in Dallas. So it feels kind of warm and fuzzy that all our Oklahoma groups have gotten together and built this thing that people in other areas want to bring there. So it makes us feel like we did a little something right, and the fans seem to love it. I even got a call while we were looking to go showroom night here, who was like, he's gotten nothing but exceptional positive feedback from the fans about how much they loved it, and all the areas that was excited to have it next year. So
Yes, okay. So we made a really good
yeah, we
impression.
made a good impression. We've done well.
So speaking of doing well, tell us a little bit about charity, how you guys have been raising money today, like what's been going on this weekend.
So as often happens, we have our blasters set up right. So back here, we got these cool Nerf type blasters that kids and families can come and throw some money in the bin. And 100% of that money goes to, right now, here, it's Oklahoma City Crisis Center. Okay. So they provide light backers and, car seats and special. So they're a really small organization. There's like 2 or 3 people that run that group, and they're hugely impactful here in Oklahoma City. And everything we contribute to them makes a big difference. Like a huge difference.
Already asked, I already tried to frame
maybe some grants or other organizations. This is the largest fundraiser that we do for them. Is here at Galaxy every year. Exactly. Yeah, we don't get any of that money. 100%.
No, I appreciate that.
Goes there.
I do.
We even have
I get people too sometimes.
But patrons come by.
There are. I might be.
He's a retired Wichita police officer. We met him last year at this event. Had a spectacular costume. and we allowed them to actually use our trenching area because it was kind of
My grandson loves
screen. And they made last year, he won the costume contest here, and then made $100 donation to the charity, and he won again this year and did the same thing.
Oh my God.
So I mean, it's the samurai.
Oh,
Matt,
Yes,
yes.
I met him. I met him at the hotel.
Just
Talking
great.
about it.
And that's part of the fun.
Samurai Man so much.
And that's part of the fun is we get to meet those kind of people and engage with them, and then it's great when we can have an influence that they see what we do to give back, and then they're inspired to do the same.
Right. And
It's
multiple times.
Multiple times, yeah.
So speaking of that, do we have a rough idea of how much we spent?
No idea.
No idea?
No idea. Because we don't
Okay.
count it. We give that to the charity, and then they get to count the numbers, and they'll report back. We have a member there that'll kind of be present and watch that transaction. We like to make sure that it's all hands on.
Right. Yeah. Just keep everybody honest. And, yeah. So how does that transaction work? When we go to give the money, can you talk us through how that would work and how they would get to receive it?
So like usually these containers that people put money into, those things are locked up, and then usually the charity has the key, if you will, the code to open the container. And then our members will go hang out with them, and they'll dump the money out. And we usually try to videotape it because it's a fun thing, right? To try to record that, and then they'll count all the money out, and then tally it up and give us like a receipt for how much money was raised. And then they have a charity reporting form that they reach to us. We all do, so over time, we can keep track of how much money is raised. So I think the last big number, and I'm a Legion charity rep, so I should really know, and I don't know the current number, okay? Sorry. But the last big number that I think I remember seeing was in the neighborhood of $14 million over the life of the weekend that we've raised.
That is
Star Wars does a lot to get that.
We try to, which is, again, part of the reason is going to make us feel like having us around. We're good stewards of their IP.
we take very good care of the product. Alright, so what would you say, like, I know this is obviously where you've been spending most of your weekend, what has been the most fun thing about this con for you so far?
About this con?
Yeah.
I mean, this was big for I mean, this is cool, and it's fun that we're all in Star Wars gear doing it. But it's that's the vehicle. That's not the. I mean, you know, the real thing is all the connection. Yeah, the prize is all of us getting to hang out with people that I don't always get to see. You know, every day of the week or something. You know, we don't get to through all of the time in Oklahoma City or surrounding areas. This is a big enough event that it draws many of our members in together, and many from around other states. We had people from Arkansas, from Texas. We had somebody from, oh my gosh, I forget the name of the other garrison. He came in and he was like, tell me you brought some flags. I was like, get the matches. So, I mean, you know, it's just that you make a connection we never had before. I come to, I've seen all of them, and I love them and stuff. I've been there and done that a number of times. I go do it here, but my time is mostly I like to hang out with my buddies.
This is home.
It's home.
It's a traveling home, but it's home. It's full of all of our friends and family.
You guys are all home. That's,
yeah, that's really what it is. Okay. All right, so I have a couple of fun questions. Would you guys like to be in on these answers? Want to answer some weird questions?
Deborah's got a good scowl going on.
Deborah's got a real good scowl going on. Deborah!
We have to break this scowl.
So if you build a little bit, well, you know, it's supposed to be just like mine. The brow on it is straight. If there was someone
You've got to sit in the chair, and then Krennic's going to do the.
There's so much going on.
Alright, so if you guys, we'll ask this. If you guys had to fight one ATST size duck or 100 duck sized ATSTs, what would you say? And how would you do it? What you got a plan?
I don't know, a hockey stick just popped into my mind though.
That's what I said, yes!
I don't know why. I don't even play. I've never played hockey. It just seems like
lie down.
Sweet.
I don't know that I'd be fighting them. They're like a bunch of ducks. I mean, ATST, yeah, duck-sized ATSTs. Come to Papa.
Come to Papa. No, you're all my pets now. Come to me, my babies.
All the pets and dogs.
I would have to take a couple of them.
Dogs are good.
To the big one and the little one. Oh, the little babies. Oh, critics.
Let's face the reality, the Ewoks have already taught us how to jump through.
You know that is true.
So
We can
the
learn
little
from the
ones-
Ewoks and that one. Yep.
I did not
I
choose.
did.
I did not choose violence.
No, he chose friendship too.
I would lay down
He
and
wanted
let
to lay
them
down and
come
collect the
join me,
babies.
little men.
I chose the big ATST sized duck, and I'm gonna put a bunch of grapes on a sword. Eat a grape until you're my friend, and then when it loves me, I will climb up it and I will ride it into battle. Battle duck.
Battle duck.
Yeah.
Be an ATDT.
Yeah. ATDT.
All-terrain duck transport.
All-terrain duck. Okay. Do you have anything that you want to plug? Anywhere that you want to tell people? Maybe where they can donate more if they would like to continue doing some good works after the
Man,
convention's over?
you're gonna catch me on the spot. I don't know the name of I don't know the domain name of the Oklahoma City Crisis Ministry.
Okay.
Probably crisis.org.
Okay.
If you Google Oklahoma City Crisis Ministry,
Okay.
you can make a donation on that website. You can also donate if you don't want to donate to that. We have the Outlaw Brothers Make-A-Wish Endowment. And so you can go to like makeawish.com/501. Donate to that.
Okay. We will definitely be linking all of those. You guys can get to them like in the show notes. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Many more speakers.
Next week, where are we going to be next?
Oh, where are we going to be next? Mac Attack.
Mac Attack?
Yeah, Mac Attack is our very next convention. It's going to be on June 8th. It's a Sunday in McAllister, Oklahoma. It is not their first year, but I think it might be their second year.
Second, I think.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't been out there, come out, check us out. We'll be there. It's going to be fun.
Probably won't be there.
Yeah.
Okay, small event, but you'll have some Star Warsy stuff, right?
Yep. And if you don't want to have to buy tickets to that, Denise and I still have a couple of tickets we can give away. So be following our channel for that. Make sure you're paying attention. I think we have 4 more tickets we can give away. So maybe you can go for
We'll also be at Oklahoma City Comic Con. Oklahoma Comic Con.
Yes, and Kamala will be there, right?
Part of Kamala will be there.
The Rebel Scum will be splitting it in half. All right. So if you guys are going to Rebel Scum, you can check it out there. If you guys are going to Oklahoma Comic Con, you can check it out there too. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Having the interview, I didn't.
Oh, good, okay.
I didn't know. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm just standing back there. I knew there was an interview. I accidentally recorded.
And you learn those techniques along the way, so that when things break or go wrong, you're already in the mindset of what I like to fix that. You know, that you'll still figure that out because you're self-aware. And you have your racks going around the neck, and you get around your arms, and they're going to drive you crazy, and then you're going to be like, how do I fix this? I don't want to have to buy a new piece, I'm going to fix it. That's all kind of stuff.
But I did take your advice when I cut ideas because you told me that I trained it just like you said. Yes, and I had my dribble. I'm good. Oh, yeah. White everywhere, plastic everywhere.
Yes, sir.
I'm thinking, what would Chris do? And I made the helmet. I made the helmet from all the sand. I learned a lot.
You have to ask them in the morning.
Yeah, right.
So you've got that going on.
Then it got one with the cheek and then no, can you?
Don't look at the droids, folks. They're mostly safe. Mostly. Don't look at the droids, folks. They're mostly safe.
So, real quick, I have to ask you, after hearing some more answers to my favorite question to ask people, has your battle plan changed any for the billions of tiny
Hockey
duck-sized
stick.
ATs?
Hockey sticks.
Hockey stick.
And I'm so glad that Jasmine picked the same battle plan as me.
They never even talked about it.
It's valid.
Jasmine didn't even know that was Denise's
As soon
battle
as she
plan.
said it, I was like, oh, yes!
Hockey stick to all the little duck-sized AT-ATs.
It was the
Yep.
greatest thing.
That's easy.
Yeah, that was the first thing that
What's
came to
yours?
mind.
What are the rules? Am I allowed?
Anything.
Literally anything. Duck-sized ATSTs or ATST-sized duck.
Hey, do I get to eat the duck afterwards if I pick the big duck?
I don't know. You can do whatever you want. There's
And
no
it's just a
rules.
duck.
It's just a duck, but it's the size of an ATST.
It's a really big duck.
It is a really big duck.
Okay, or a whole bunch of little little ATSTs that are
Duck-sized
duck-sized.
Yeah.
You said 100 of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if I'm gonna battle for my life,
Yep.
I feel like the 100.
Because they're going to eat you if you lose.
Okay, yeah,
They're ducks.
I think the 100 duck-sized ATSTs would probably be a lot easier. Like, granted, they're shooting at you, but
Yeah.
if I'm allowed,
No rules.
if I'm allowed to bring in stuff, like I'm talking like body armor,
Yep.
and I'm talking like a shotgun,
Flamethrower?
like
Oh,
shotgun. No.
barbecue.
Oh, okay.
That's
Flamethrower's
pretty
a good idea.
tasty.
Well, we're talking the ATST though, the robots.
Duck-sized
You don't-
ATST, yes.
Yeah, you don't want to eat them. They're not going to be delicious. Now, if they were
That would
ducks,
be interesting.
if they were duck-sized ducks, then yes, we could eat them.
Nom,
and
nom,
they would
nom,
be
nom, nom,
delicious.
nom, nom, nom. Okay.
But I think just for I think they're small and I mean they're shooting at you, but they're little. So I think I could just give me a shotgun, a whole lot of buckshot, and I think it'd be kind of fun actually.
The spread's so wide, you just hear ding, 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 ding. It's like somebody making popcorn, except it's metal. Ding, 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 ding.
And I mean, give me a.
It's like rain on a tin roof.
I mean,
I can dig it.
I'm
Yeah.
still doing the giant duck with the grapes.
Yep.
But
we hope you guys enjoyed all
Yep.
that. We can't wait to do more
obviously
stuff.
had a blast. Yep.
Yep.
As we mentioned in either, I don't know, sometime recently, we do have 2 more conventions coming up. June 8th, we will be in Macattack in McAllister, Oklahoma. It's a Sunday.
Yes.
And then the one I can't remember the name
following
of.
Saturday, the Tulsa Nostalgic Comic Con, which I can't wait to go shopping with all the vendors and find some vintage.
I
Star
keep
Wars
wanting to
toys.
call it the Collector's Con, but that's not Collector's
No,
Con.
it is not
Yeah.
Nostalgic Con.
Nostalgia Con.
Right. Well, I think the name's been kind of changed. some
yeah.
years too.
Okay.
So I think
I'm
it
not crazy.
was-
It did used to have something like
yeah.
that.
So it was like Father's Day Con, and then it was like
It's
Collect
it's
Con.
now Nostalgia Con.
Nostalgia Con.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
So, yeah, we'll be there too.
That's the one I got a lot of video games at last year.
Yes.
So we told you we'd be excited
So-
to go shopping again.
So with that, funding the fun from our galaxy to yours.
May the force be with you.
Always. Thank you for listening to Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha, written and produced by Denise McKay.
Edited and produced by Rexy Jupiter. Original logo designed by Tyler Rigney.
Intro and outro music is provided by the Galactic Empire.
You can find us on all streaming platforms at Travel and Bantha.
And join our Discord for fun-filled galaxy chats.
You can also sign up for our Patreon starting at just $3. You get exclusive episodes, merch, behind the scenes, and more.
And a special thanks to all our Jedi Knight members and higher. We have Rooney, Michael Beavers, Mark Collier, and James Peak. From our galaxy to yours.
May the force be with you.
Always.